you see in the next couple of verses, it says this, it says, to the latter, it's an aroma wafted from death to death. It's talking about those who are perishing. It's a fatal odor, a smell of doom. To the former, it's aroma from life to life, a vital fragrance, living and fresh. And who is qualified, fit, and sufficient for these? Who is able for such a ministry? We? And the point here is this. It says the latter. It's like a wafted odor, a smell of doom. How many know that's not good? It's saying here that when you are around people that do not know Jesus Christ, it says you stink. You smell to them. You have a bad odor about you to them. That's a terrible way to start off a message. To tell the people that they stink, huh? But that's what the Bible is actually trying to say. It's like when you're around people that do not know Jesus Christ, you stink. I mean, have you ever like tried to like witness to somebody and like you're sharing the gospel with them? It's going really well. It's awesome. Like you think the next time you see them after having a conversation with them, then I'm probably going to lead them to Jesus Christ. And so you get excited about that. And then the next time you see them, they run as far as and as fast as they can in the opposite direction. Anybody else ever had that experience before? That's kind of what they're saying here. Why? Because you stink. Why? Why do you stink? Because you remind them of death. You remind them that they have to die. When I gave my life to Christ at 17 at a camp, I knew that I was going to have to change my way of life. I didn't know that that meant that I was dying necessarily, know to use those words, but I knew my whole way of life would no longer be the same, which was the same as death, and I'd have to have a whole new way of life. I knew that. See, there's something about the Spirit of God when He's convicting people in regards to witnessing to them that it reminds them that their life is going to be over if they receive Jesus Christ. And you're a reminder to them that they have to die. Because you died and you no longer live, it reminds them of death. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It actually means that there's a greater cost to the gospel that becomes a revelation to them because of what the Spirit of God is doing. And on the other hand here, it says that when you are actually around believers, it's like giving life to life. I mean, we get together, all of us in this room right now, and we're worshiping and we're enjoying of the same Spirit, and we're having a good time worshiping the Lord. It's like a little party, and you're thinking, why doesn't everybody want to be a part of this? It doesn't make sense. But it's because we have the life of God, and we can celebrate together and we remind each other of the life that we have in one another because we're both living on the resurrection side of the cross. They're still living on the side of the cross where they haven't died yet. They haven't been crucified with Christ, and it's a whole different way of looking at things.